How's it going, everyone? Nick with Foreclosure Finder. I'm back with another walkthrough of the week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. New videos every Saturday morning. We are out here today in Wethersfield, Connecticut, actually my hometown. This one is not one of my brokerage's foreclosures. This is actually a personal property my brother picked up. He's my business partner. We work together on these properties. This is one he's picking up as his personal residence, as his primary residence. And I figured it'd be a good one because we'll be able to see the before and after. I'm going to need basically a full renovation. We got some of the team here today already. As you can see, we got the dumpster and the trucks out. So team is in there doing a little bit of work right now, but they're gonna let us poke around, walk through, and then we'll see what's going on. Like I said, this should be a good before and after, just because this home hasn't really had its update yet. 1966 build, about 1,400 square feet, and then another 1,000 in the lower level. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, so good bones, just really hasn't had its update yet. You'll see it's in pretty decent shape, it's just a bit dated. So we'll start on the front here. Not too bad. They did have a little bit of deferred maintenance here with the gutters. The gutters are going to have to be completely redone. When we get to this side of the house, you'll see that they're actually off the house, and then we got some stuff going on in the back. 2 nice big trees right in the front here. My brother thinks he's probably going to get them pruned at least a bit, just because they are kind of leaning, especially this one kind of right over the house. And he's, he does plan on doing some landscaping here, but the inside is going to be the meat and potatoes. So roof is in pretty good shape. Just need a cleaning, some of the leaves and stuff on it right now, but looks like it's in pretty good shape. Not seeing anything popping up or any discoloration, which is good. Front of the house will need a power wash. That's easy enough. Most of the house will need a power wash. You can see some of the staining here, but overall not too bad. Probably end up updating the shutters and things of that nature as well. Just do want to take a quick look at the patio. So again, this is where kind of Mother Nature, nature finds a way. We got the big tree here. A little trash flying. Hold on one second. So we got the big tree here, and you guys can see that it looks like it's starting to, the root system is maybe starting to impact some of this front walkway a bit. So that's just something monitor. He's going to get these stones reset, but just something to keep in mind, because the roots go as far as the branches, right? So we're right under them. It's definitely working its way towards here, so just one thing to keep in mind. Do have a nice 2-car garage off the side of the house here. Again, nothing too crazy on the outside. Exterior is in pretty good shape. A little bit of deferred maintenance, power wash, easy enough. You can see we still have some of the debris waiting to get cleared out. Team's like kind of taking a break because we're waiting on the dumpster to get picked up. So just keeping that in mind. All right, so nice little walkway, and then we have a nice flat open backyard. This is one of the bigger draws to the property. He's got a dog, so nice fenced in backyard, flat yard, which is nice. Even got a nice little fountain here. The former owners, they had passed. He had bought it from their next of kin, and it just basically looked like Grandma and Grandpa's house. Just needed its update. It was in pristine condition. It just needs to basically get cleaned up a little bit. But nice big flat backyard, nice and secluded, right? You got the hedgerow on one side, you got the fence and some of the landscaping kind of blocking the other side, and then on the back side, that's all town land, so he doesn't have to worry about that getting developed. It's a little marshy and wet back there, so they don't plan on building on that, at least anytime soon. So good plan there. All right, now just taking a look at the back again. This one's a raised ranch, so we'll see that when we get inside. Back of the roof actually is a different color than the front. I'm noticing that now. It's like a lighter blue back here, but we got like the black in the front. But the siding back here is in pretty good shape. Looks like they had maybe power washed it previously, but then you can see got a little bit of a gutter issue right here. But again, that's all going to be addressed. Nothing too, that's not too scary, especially what we've seen on past properties. And then the other side here. So again, exterior in pretty good shape. Just going to need like some landscaping, some gutter updates, things like that. And then this balcony deck, this is all going to get reworked. So the long-term plan is to extend this deck out, extend this patio out a bit, and kind of just maybe even to where this bush is, get rid of this bush, bring everything out a bit, and have a nice like covered porch with the deck on top. And then you'll see we do have an access door out here that's from the kitchen. His plan is to move it over, put some sliders in here. We'll get into a little bit more detail. I'll kind of show you guys what he's thinking once we get inside. That's one thing I don't typically do on the walkthroughs, is like kind of give you the opinion of what the work might look like post fact, just because I'll give you my opinion, but it's not like I'm actively thinking about that. This one though, because there's kind of a plan of action in place with design and repairs, you know, I can kind of give you that information now, just because I, you know, have it fresh in my mind. Nice 2-car garage. We'll come in through the garage. Nice 2-car garage. Plenty of room in here, and there's actually additional space on each side in between the divider here. So plenty of room for vehicles, storage, even the bigger vehicles too. Again, just got a little bit of the trash waiting for the dumpster to get picked up. Take a look at this. Gonna end up cutting all this out. Looks like we got some mold here. They had like the washer, the dryer, I should say, set up out here. The washer was inside. So, you know, get all this cut out, new drywall in, easy enough. Okay, so we're gonna come in through the garage, coming into the lower level. Plenty to do down here. We'll pop in. This was like a little laundry room, like slash kitchen room that they were using, like a wet room basically. So it looks like they had the washer here, or I'm sorry, the washer here. I think they had a stove here because there's a gas line coming. And then we do see the hookups for it too. Maybe like a little, you know, auxiliary kitchen, auxiliary wet room. The goal is to just turn this into the laundry room. Take these cabinets out, these countertops out, put the washer dryer here, maybe some storage and some additional shelving, you know, once it's all set up. But this will be a nice kind of like mudroom. You walk in from the garage, throw your stuff right into the laundry room, and you don't have to worry about tracking it through the rest of the house. Now, one of the main draws to this property, obviously it's in pretty good shape. Again, a bit dated, 1966 build. It looks like it hasn't been updated since the 70s. They had pulled up the shag carpet, but we have a nice like lower level living space. And realistically down here, it's really just gonna need like, you know, some makeup. You know, you can see it's you know, it's got the wood paneling and stuff like that, so it's dated in terms of styling, but in terms of like repairs, you know, actual things that need to be fixed, not too much going on down here. Got the fireplace that is operational, so that can be used, and you're just basically getting some additional living space. There's about 1,000 square feet down here on top of the roughly 15 we're getting upstairs. So this is going to be nice. He plans on turning this into like you know, some office, additional space, you know, maybe for the dog and the cat. So former owner did leave a bunch of paintings. These are all original. We had thumbed through a few of them, but I just have to point these out. We usually don't come across very good art at these properties, and usually all the good stuff's gone by the time we get there. I just wanted to point a few of these out just to, you know, the former owner actually looks like he knew what he was doing. So I just found that kind of interesting. We don't see that too often at these properties. Here's our little half bath. Again, nothing too crazy. Should be a quick, you know, take everything out, replace it, put everything back in. So that's, you know, down here is mostly going to be cosmetic, not too much heavy lifting. You are going to see we do have a few windows here down in this lower level. The windows are going to get replaced throughout the property. They're looks like they might be the original wood windows here, so they're in decent shape. But I think with the scope that he's taking on, you know, if he's going to be doing 90% of the property, might as well knock out that last 10%. Well, he's got the teams here. He can get, you know, the discount on the materials, things like that. Take a quick look into the mechanical room. Again, not too much going on here. The one thing that you will have to update is the electric panel. But you know, the furnace in good shape, water heater in good shape, right? Looks like they were keeping everything maintained. We just got some fuses here, but that's a quick service upgrade. You know, anywhere from like $2 to $4 grand, depending on who you're using, just in and out. So that's not too out of the ordinary. And the panel box is in pretty good shape too, all things considered. Usually when I'm seeing fuses, they got, you know, cigarettes smoked, or they're caked in whatever you want to think they're caked in. And you know, this, like I said, this one was maintained. It was just a bit dated. You can see some of the styling cues here. We got this like old school 70s, like 80s door. A few of those in the kitchen as well. Like I said, the team was demoing up there, so we're gonna pop up. So work our way upstairs. You can see we're coming up to the main landing here, and then the front door. So what I'll do is just a quick pop out so we can come in through the front door here. So again, nice entryway, and then again we have the having the raised ranch here. Again, we talked about that in a previous video, raised ranch versus split levels. Raised ranch, we're just coming right in, and you're either going up to the main living area or down to the lower living area. So we'll come in. Now with this entryway, you know, he's gonna be updating the tile and whatnot. We got a lot of wallpaper, but this wall is closed off. This is the wall going into the living room. So the plan is to basically cut this wall in half and have a nice little opening, because it is a bit dark and cramped as you walk into the property here. All right, so we'll turn around here. Nice big open living room. Now this had a, like a 1970s yellow shag carpet on it, but it looks like they just took the bought the house, put the carpet right on it, because this flooring is in really good shape for being, what, 50, 60 years old. So that was a nice surprise. There were some, they had it in the bedrooms exposed and it was in pretty good shape. So, fingers were crossed, and it looks in great shape. I don't think he's gonna be keeping the color, but in terms of the actual condition, you can't really ask for more, especially on a house this old. There is a plan he basically wants to open it up a little bit in terms of the natural light. Plan is to get rid of these two windows and kind of bring them together for a bay window in the middle there. And then, like we discussed, the plan is to take down this wall. That was the entry wall. Take that down halfway just to create some more natural light. We have the pass through into the dining room. This is going to be opened up as well. Might need the LVL beam there, but that's going to be opened up. Come into the dining area. Again, nice formal area. Somewhere you can put the table, the hutch, some decorations, and then this is the other wall to the kitchen. This is going to be knocked down as well. So the plan is to basically knock this wall down, open this up as much as possible, and then knock that wall down and create, a lot more openness in this top level. This window is going to be removed. The plan is to put sliding doors here to go out to that back deck. Now we'll take a quick look out there. It's not in the best shape. It just looks like they had some plywood out there. They weren't really using it. So again, that's all going to be replaced and renovated when he extends it out. But again, yeah, just having the slider out here. Cool. All right, we'll pop into the kitchen. Team's working hard in here. How's it going, fellas? Thanks. So, yeah, this is what was left of the kitchen here. As you can see, we got the team heavy in the mix here. So, not too much gonna go on here. Pretty standard. Gonna put some cabinets up here, window here. Gonna move the door over. Have the window here. Little island peninsula. Throw some appliances in. He's still working on the footprint, so I don't have it set up entirely. But the plan is to basically cabinets on the back wall. Cabinets and appliances on this wall, and then having another outer area to the deck. As you can see, this door goes out here too. So again, I'll have a nice before and after here, just giving you an idea of what it looks like and what we're dealing with in terms of the footprint. And you can see some of that old styling there with the with those yellow tinted doors. Cool, cool, cool. All right. And this place was full of junk. I waited for them to finish the first part of the trash out, just because it was a little darker and dingy in here. Getting everything out of here really kind of opened up the natural light. They got the power off right now just because they are doing some demos. So, but we do have some good natural light. Walking into the first full bathroom. Now I love this bathroom because it is massive, huge footprint in here. Plenty of room for whatever you need to do. Plan is to mostly keep the footprint the same. He's just going to basically update the styling here. But as you can see, we got the old school tile. And I mean, this is in pretty good shape, all things considered. The color might not be great or the most desirable, but in terms of condition, this is pretty mint. Even the floor, but a lot of room here. And then the plan is to there's a closet right on the other side of this door right here to the kitchen. And the goal is they're going to take away that closet in the kitchen, open up this closet a bit into the bathroom just to give a little bit more storage space in here. Just because this isn't, it suffices, but they were looking for a little bit more. And it just makes sense from a functionality standpoint, especially when they plan on doing all the updated cabinets and basically removing that storage cabinet in the kitchen. But a lot of room in here, a lot of potential. This will be a nice bathroom when it's all said and done. Again, just plenty of, because usually these are pretty tight. A lot of space in here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they throw some more stuff in here, maybe a bigger vanity, things like that. Again, just taking some more look at the hardwood. This was one thing I thought was a little confusing. Maybe leave a comment if you have any idea. You can see the hardwood going the long way, vertically here, and then we get to effectively what is the separation between the living area and the bedrooms, and then they switched up the pattern. My estimate is that they wanted to actually create some separation between the living room and the living space in the bedrooms. But I just found that a little odd. Why not just continue the pattern consistently through the bedrooms? All right, so bedroom number one, again, pretty standard, nothing too crazy. Property was in pretty good shape. Again, it's mostly just gonna need cosmetic, the cosmetic updates, you know, that update to bring it into this century, basically. But good headroom in here, got the closet, floor, you know, the floor's in good shape, get a refurb out of it. He is gonna have to install lights throughout the place. All of it was on like the switches, you plug the lamp into the outlet. So, you know, other than a fixture here and there, like we got one in the kitchen, the one over the living room, the one here, and the one in the bathrooms. None of the rooms have fixtures in it. So that's one thing, you know, he's gonna have to do along with the along with that panel upgrade. So bedroom number two, again, just pretty standard, good sized bedroom. Again, gonna be replacing the windows, but the floor's in good shape here. You know, it's got the wallpaper on it, but that's just a quick, either skim coat it or they might even just throw the drywall over it. I've seen teams starting to do that just to make it easier, because taking the wallpaper down is such a pain in the butt. And then you got to, you know, you see it up here in the corner. I'll get a little close. You got to like match that seam, and it's just a pain. Primary bedroom, again, good space. This is the biggest bedroom, and we do have a little ensuite as well. But good size in here. Again, gonna get the windows replaced. And then we'll just take a look. It looks like there's only one layer of wallpaper, at least in this room, which is good, because we've seen a few properties where they've had like 4 or 5. But again, it seems like it's just easier, especially with all these seams popping up. Even when you skim coat over it, at least in my experience, we've still seen them pop up. So I think the plan might be just to basically put a coat of the, just put like thin drywall basically up all over the place. Again, still kind of in discussion, but something to think about in terms of just getting it done, because he does want to get in here sooner than later. And then we have the primary bathroom. Now this, I know I'll get some hate. I actually really like this tile. It's kind of like a lavender purple. It even looks gray in some light. They're not going to keep it. I probably wouldn't keep it either, as much as I do like it, just because, again, it is a bit dated in terms of the style and the color. But I have to point that out because we've seen yellow, green, pink, black, and we get purple, and pretty soon we're going to have we'll have the whole rainbow, you know, in our repertoire. And then just a little shower stall, again, matching that tile. But again, in pretty good shape, you know, for a property being as old as it is, and then for having, I think it was vacant for like maybe over a year, still in pretty good shape. Got a little noise going out there, but we're wrapping up here shortly. All right, cool. All right, I'll take you guys outside. We'll get out of that noise a little bit, because I think that is mostly it for the house. Guys hard at work. That's why we like them. That's why we keep hiring them. All right, so I think that's going to be it for today. Again, appreciate you guys sticking around. Should have another one follow-up video, hopefully within the next 2 months, roughly. Should be done here, if not sooner. So, you know, just keep a lookout, like, subscribe. You'll see the after video pop up a few weeks, if not a few months down the line. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Nick signing off till next time. See ya.